Hey guys, this is Sarah Elena coming at you from Costa Rica. I've been pretty busy lately, so I haven't been making as many videos. We've been helping a lot of people move down here as usual because we work in relocation. So if you do need assistance, definitely check out the rest of this channel. We help people one-on-one. We do have retreats that happen a few times a year, but mainly we do work with people one-on-one, through the whole process A to Z. So today I wanted to do a very special video about having pets here in the country, and to help me is one of my little doggies, Crystal. So I want to talk to you guys about kind of what it's like to have pets here, maybe some things to keep in mind to keep them safe as well, and I guess more of the common ones that we do move down here to the country. So the most common ones that we have our clients move down are cats and dogs. Lots of, I would say, pretty much most people that we work with do come with a cat or a dog or both. So it's very common. A lot of people do move their pets here, and so it is possible. So I'll go into that aspect a little bit in another video, so kind of what could you expect life being like here if you are going to bring your dog or cat? So we'll talk about dogs first, and then I would love to introduce you to my little dogs and cat as well. So number one, there are many dogs in Costa Rica. Lots of dogs here in this country. It is I would say, a very pet-friendly country. Some people do have concerns about, oh, I want to rent somewhere. Am I going to be able to bring my dog? We do find that rentals, at least here in this country, in comparison to North America, are a lot more flexible with pets. Of course, there'll be some that just say, nope, no pets, not at all. But usually, like when we work with someone, we do their rental search. They tell us we have a pet. They have a pet. We'll ask for a photo of their pets, their personalities. So even sometimes owners who say, no, I don't want any pets, if we say, oh, it's a 6-year-old dog, it's not a puppy, it's not going to be chewing up things, it likes to lay around all day, sometimes they'll even say, okay, yeah, that'll be fine. Another thing you can expect is a lot of dogs are off leash in this country. So there are a lot of dogs just walking around. So that's definitely something to be expected. So if that's something that's going to freak you out a little bit, or you're not going to like that, there's a lot of people who do not have their dogs on leashes. The dogs may just be wandering around the streets. Depending on where you are, some of them may need homes, others just already have homes and are just out on their daily little walk around the neighborhood. So that's really common here as well. So you will see a lot of pets off leash. Now, if your pet should be off leash, that's not something I can really tell you. So you will see a lot of that, and that definitely needs to be up to your discretion on where you would feel comfortable having your dogs off leash. Some people will bring their dogs to the beach, lots of dogs at the beach. I love Costa Rica because I can bring my dogs to the beach. Little Crystal here goes with little Azur to the beach. They play for sunset. They run out all their energy. They come home and they completely crash for the night, and they're tired. So it's fun for me. It's fun for them. I can go with my daughter. I can hang out with my friends. My dogs are getting exercise, hanging out with other dogs. So yeah, lots of dogs at the beach. And then again, up to your discretion if you feel that your dog needs to be on a leash or not. Another thing that you'll want to make sure is that your dog is well suited for the climate. So Costa Rica does have a lot of different climates. If you're going to be bringing down a Siberian husky dog with very thick fur and all those things, you might want to think about that, about choosing a cooler climate in the country for your dog. Looks like little Crystal's ready to go down. Hey, little Crystal. And then little Crystal, okay, little Crystal, you're so cute. She's a Pomeranian, so she does have a lot of hair, and which I see all over my house constantly. And she's a long hair dog. So what that might play into a little bit of your routine with your dog. Here, the mornings are usually fresh. It's not too crazy hot. And same with evenings around sunset time. So our routine is kind of, okay, doggies go out in the morning, they do their thing. They pretty much sleep all day. Like, dogs kind of sleep most of the day. They might play together inside the home as well, which is really fun to watch because, yeah, they might get a little burst of energy out. Crystal's still a puppy. She's only 6 months. And my newest one is probably about only a year old. I'll talk to you about how I acquired dog number 3 lately. So they pretty much sleep most of the day. Again, that's you knowing your own dog's routine. And then at night, around sunset time, after 4 p.m., it starts cooling off outside. You can take them out. It'll be a lot cooler, more comfortable for them to run around and, enjoy themselves. So just think about that too, how the climate might impact your dog, how your dog's going to react to where you're actually moving. So you also might be coming here without a dog, but you might end up with one. So next I want to talk about some ways just to keep your dog safe here in the country, whether that's a dog that you're bringing with you or a few that you're bringing with you, or whether you end up adopting one here. So some things to keep them safe would be, one, I do keep my dogs inside at night. I think that that is important to do. Well, number one, you know, there are things out at night that could potentially harm them. One being the cane toad. So if any of you have ever read about that, cane toads can be poisonous to dogs and deadly, because they secrete a poison out of their skin. So if you have a type of dog that especially loves to mess and play with everything, like my Azu loves to chase. Whatever moves, he wants to go chase it. So just keep that in mind, you know, because that could be deadly to them. So there could be nighttime predators, snakes, you know, there are things that do come out at night that could be harmful to your dog. So I personally keep my dogs in at night. I think it's the safest thing for them. Having your dogs on a leash can also be a protection for them. You know, if you feel like your dog needs to be on a leash, obviously if I'm out walking around town, or if my dog goes with me certain places, always on a leash. Say you're taking your dog for a walk, they see something in the jungle, they want to go chase it, and then, you know, you don't want anything bad to happen to them. So definitely keep them on a leash in those instances too. But again, you know your dog better than I do, so just use your common sense. Another thing is, you know, keep them on their, you know, heartworm, flea and tick routine, the internal parasite medication routine. You know, those are other things that you can do to keep your dog safe in the country as well. Another thing that's pretty obvious, I mean, have a collar on your dog with their name tag with your, you know, phone number on it. So some dogs that you will see walking around, like if they look like they're in pretty good general health, but they don't have a collar on, they might have a home. Like I said, they're just kind of out walking around the neighborhood. So I definitely recommend that you do have a collar on your dog with your name, with your phone number, especially, you know, if you're moving to Costa Rica. If your dog accidentally does get out of the property and they don't know where they are, they're new to here too, and they get lost, at least someone can contact you. To take a step up from that, if you're very paranoid, you can get a tracker. So I do have one of those dog tracking devices as well. So that can be something, if you want extra peace of mind, if your dog happens to escape, you could use the tracker and find out where they are and find them a lot more quickly. Now to chit chat about cats. So I also have a cat, Meow Meow. Now for cats, many people do bring their cats to Costa Rica. It's really not that complicated to do via the airlines and with the paperwork. But one thing is, you know, a lot of people do have indoor cats. So if you're going to be moving here with your cat, definitely keep your cat an indoor cat. If you might acquire a cat while you're here as well. So that happened to me too. So I have Meow Meow. He's a pretty easygoing, quiet guy. He's an indoor-outdoor cat. You have to know your cat too. If you have an indoor cat, you're bringing an indoor cat, keep it an indoor cat. Some people make a catio, which is cool because then the cats can, you know, look at the birds or, you know, enjoy the nature outside. If you already had an outdoor cat, you know, I would maybe even consider making it an indoor cat, unless, you know, you got the cat already from Costa Rica and it was already an outdoor cat, just because again, the predators could be different here. You have to think about things that can hurt your cat. Cats like to be out at night. Maybe you want to put your cat in at night. My cat does like to go out at night. He prefers to be out at night, but so far he's been very responsible in our 5 years together, and he seems to have his wits about him. For your own cat, if you're bringing it, just remember there's different predators, there's different things here, different smells. You can lose your cat. You don't want to lose your cat, you know, once you first move here to Costa Rica either. So I would highly recommend just having your cat be an indoor cat if you're going to be moving here with your cat. I have had other inquiries of people, okay, I want to bring a bird, I want to bring guinea pigs. So those can get more complicated, especially with birds. There's a lot that you're not allowed to import into the country. Some people have asked about reptiles. So at least the most common that I'll tell you about are the dogs and the cats. They are a lot of fun to have here. I love having my dogs here. I think if I was living in North America with these 3 dogs, it would be a lot of work and it would probably be a little bit of stress for sure. But since I'm here in Costa Rica, it's just, I don't know, it fits into my lifestyle. It works. They get their exercise at sunset. It's been a joy having them. And so you might end up, maybe you're not moving with pets right now, but typically people do end up with some pets after moving here, just because the need is there. And another thing you can do is also volunteer or help with, you know, we don't have just your regular animal shelters here. It's because people started a movement in order to help animals that, in their community. So definitely look out for those things too, and maybe see how you can contribute if you're an animal lover. And no matter what you do, if you're bringing your pets, if you acquire any here, just do what you can to keep them safe. and use your best judgment, use your own common sense with your dog or your cat moving here, and I hope it goes very well for you. Well, and that is all for now. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope this video was helpful, at least telling you a little bit about what it's like having pets here. Personally, I think it's easier for me to have pets here, which is why I have so many. And if you need any assistance with your move to Costa Rica, you know, you can find all the information down below in the description. I have free, little consultations you can do. And I will see you guys in the next video.